Unit 6 of Teaching Methods. You've made it to the very end. This unit is entitled Final Thoughts. And as you can imagine, this unit is really a wrap-up of all the things that we've done for the semester. I have several purposes for this unit. One of them is for us really to understand all the things that we've done this semester. Why is it important that we lay a good foundation for teaching God's Word? Why is it important that we understand specific methods? Why is it important that we understand learning styles and multiple intelligences? Why is it important that we answer the questions, what do I want my learners to learn and how do I want them to change? Why does it matter that I put a lesson plan together in a certain way or evaluate curriculum in a certain way? Why does it matter? Because there's a world that's dying and they need to know who Jesus is. And we need to be able to take the truths of God's Word and communicate that so that people know it, feel it, and do it so that they can be the hands and feet of Jesus and go out and spread the gospel. It's pretty important stuff. Did you know that you're going to have an impact as a teacher? I've been teaching for a really long time, and I could tell you stories of students that have come back to me and thanked me. Not that I needed a pat on the back, but you're going to have an impact, good or bad. And as you think about teaching God's Word, you want that impact to be a positive impact. So what we're learning in this class really is important. So we're going to talk about the importance of impact. And then we're also going to talk about evaluating ourselves as teachers. I'm actually going to ask you to submit an evaluation of the lesson that you taught via video. And so there's a specific model that we're going to use, Stakes model. It's in Richards chapter 19. And you're going to be actually evaluating yourself teaching your lesson. And then I'll be giving you some feedback on that lesson as well. So within this unit, there's several lessons. One of those is on how we make an impact. That's, I believe that's in chapter 19 or 20 of Richards. And then that Stakes model is really important, where we learn what our expectations are before we go into a lesson, how we implemented that lesson, and then as our students leave, do we think that that lesson had an impact? And so that's a pretty important aspect of teaching as well, because if we know something works well, we want to keep doing that. If something hasn't worked well, we want to change that so that we can make it work better the next time. This lesson, this unit is a short unit, but it is packed with things that you need to submit. So make sure you're checking your course schedule for things that are due. You will have 1 or 2 discussion board forums that you need to post to. And then you're also going to be completing the video of your lesson. That lesson that you wrote, that you got feedback on from your instructor, you're going to take that feedback, clean up that lesson, and actually teach it to a group of people. There are some instructions available in assignments that you can refer to for specific instructions about the format for that video. Basically, we're going to ask you to submit that as a YouTube video or as a Vimeo video. If you don't know what that means, you need to contact your instructor right away. But you'll be submitting that in digital form. And then you'll also have your final exam. Your final exam is very much a reflective exam. I'm going to throw you a softball, just make sure you hit it back to me in the park. It really is going to be reflective on what it is that you think you've learned for this semester. That final exam will be posted. It'll be available online a week before the due date, and you can check the syllabus and the course schedule for due dates for that. I'm also going to ask you to think about what you believe the top 5 to be for this class. I'm going to borrow a little bit from David Letterman, and I'm going to give you a top 5 countdown for what I think are the important aspects from teaching methods that you need to be taking with you as you begin your teaching ministry or continue your teaching ministry or think about the possibility of doing some teaching. I know that I'm available for you. If I'm not teaching the course, the adjunct that I've enlisted is someone who's a practitioner as well. You certainly can contact either of us so that you can have a contact when you have questions, because you're going to have questions and we want to be a resource for you. This has been a great semester. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.